So it looks like there's some new information of the twins. If you remember, I'll post that video link. If you remember the twins who missed their flight and they tried to make us believe that one twin probably killed the other up in a random mountain. Yeah, let's watch this.
Tonight, weeks after the mysterious deaths of twin brothers from Gwinnett County, family says they have seen new surveillance video that changes everything.
So the video shows 19-year-old Qaadir and Naazir Lewis alive just hours before their bodies were found. The GBI says a hiker discovered the twins at the top of Bell Mountain in Hiawassee, nearly 90 miles from their Lawrenceville home. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn has been following this case very closely. He's joining us now live from the Lawrenceville gas station, where a surveillance camera captured some of the brothers' final moments. Cody?
Jennifer and Ron, the GBI originally came out believing this was a murder-suicide, but the family has never believed that. It's now been 52 days since the twins were found. And tonight, this video capturing the twins here behind me is fueling even more questions for this family.
Nothing adds up. Nothing makes sense. You know, I'm even more clueless now.
Samira Bronner and her twin sister Sabria are aunts to Qaadir and Naazir Lewis. They say the brothers appear in surveillance video at this Shell gas station in Lawrenceville on Friday night, March 7th.
At night at 10:30 p.m.
The station sits on Hurricane Shoals Road near Collins Road, just 9 minutes from the family's home.
They pretty much walked inside the gas station, walked out.
Nothing in the video appeared to stand out.
Drinking water, eating snacks, and dressed how they would normally dress.
But 12 hours later, their bodies are found on Bell Mountain, shot. The mountain is nearly 90 miles away.
They were seen here alive at 10. So how did they end up in a mountain?
The family says the twins weren't hikers.
It's super dark out there. They're not familiar with the roads out there.
And they shouldn't have been in Georgia. The brothers had a flight booked to Boston early that same morning.
Yeah, they missed it.
But the Uber driver got them there late, so they missed their flight.
Their plane tickets were still in their wallets. What was meant to be a quick trip to visit friends ended with a deadly detour to a remote mountaintop.
I want to know exactly what happened to them. One thing I know for sure, that they did not do nothing to themselves.
The GBI confirming tonight the twins' vehicle was found inside the gates at Bell Mountain. As we've previously reported, those gates are locked at dusk and not reopened, which means they were locked until 8 a.m. And again, the twins were seen here at 10:30 the night before, and their bodies were found at 11 a.m. the next day.
All right, Cody, and hopefully the family gets the answers they...
Man, that ain't give me no answers. I seen this and had to bring it to the cave to react to, but that ain't really tell us nothing. See what the comments saying about this. This is clearly a murder. They were killed and taken to the top of a mountain. That's what it's feeling like. You should be able to say, I don't think they were killed and then taken to the top of the mountain. It feels like maybe somebody got in a car with them and then like told them to go up there or something. But hey, I ain't gonna follow. You're gonna have to kill me right there. I'm not taking you nowhere. With their own gun. This doesn't make sense. They say the brothers loved each other, so the gates to the park were locked at dusk, which is well before they were seen at the gas station. Who has a key to the gate? Yeah. Exactly. The car gate is locked. You can walk right through the car gate. People think they found their own weapon next to them. Twins often do unalive. I don't know what this means. What do y'all think, Cave Dwellers? Is there any... What is this, man? Arrested in connection.
This is a hell of a story out of Georgia. A man has been arrested in connection to the deaths of black twin brothers. This story has a lot of twists and turns. It's going to make your blood boil. Put up the picture full mask. In Georgia, Qaadir and Naazir Lewis, 19 years of age, were found dead just hours after they has confirmed the arrest after he allegedly violated department protocol.
Wait, this is after. This is after that. This is a month ago. Hold on. That video.
Weeks after the mysterious deaths.
This video was a day ago.
This is a hell of a story out of Bradshaw told 11 Alive. Curlin has not been charged directly in the deaths of the brothers, but he was hit with misdemeanor obstruction for allegedly snapping photos of the twins' dead bodies and then leaking those photos to the public, according to the GBI. The GBI's medical examiner has not shared the complete autopsy reports to the public yet, according to a spokesperson. Additional forensic tests are still pending. The family, however, continues to dispute the murder-suicide ruling, saying the twins would never hurt each other. Their aunt, Yasmin Bronner, said, quote, "They wouldn't do anything like this." To say they did this to a memorial for both of them, obviously this is not something you plan for as a parent, Qaadir, is that they were in an area that normally they would not have been. And no one has been able to give an explanation as to
Yeah.
Suicide notion is that seems incredibly unlikely for, two young men at the stage that they were in their lives, and their family didn't say that they were.
Hold up. I got to find out now. Hold on. That's a month ago. Anybody can confirm this 3 weeks ago. Okay, hold on. That might be.
On Thursday, the 21st of March, nearly 2 weeks on from the tragic discovery of Qaadir and Naazir Lewis, the case would take an unexpected turn. The town's county sheriff's office announced the arrest of a volunteer firefighter named Scott Curlin, who had
He would have keys to that parking lot, probably, maybe.
been charged with dissemination of confidential police information. According to the authorities, he had illegally leaked graphic crime scene photos of the deceased twins, an act that not only disrespected the victims but also deeply traumatized their grieving family. The charges against Scott Curlin then sparked immediate outrage, as many questioned how such sensitive images had been allowed to spread. The public was already skeptical of the investigation, and this breach of protocol only fueled suspicions of mishandling and possible corruption. As news of the firefighter's arrest spread, media coverage of the case intensified. What had originally been a local Georgia tragedy quickly became a national talking point.
Oh, okay. So Kobe, even Kobe, RP Kobe, bodies and stuff like that was released, and that's why they sued the sheriff and people. So their bodies were released, which I guess in hindsight, the family, I'm sure they didn't like it, but this allowed it to grow bigger and to say, hey, this is a murder-suicide. They're in a small town. Ain't nobody going to look at this case no more. It became bigger than that. And now I'm in Arizona talking about it. And people, all you people, and spread all the cave dwellers out there, y'all going to give y'all own opinion on what happened to these kids. And that's going to help it grow.
With journalists, activists, and true crime communities dissecting every single detail of the case. A firefighter was also charged with leaking their crime scene photos, a disturbing act that only adds to the sense.
They talking about sundown towns and everything. Listen, don't go if you go to a sundown town, carry a gun, and it ain't no sundown no more. So, Qaadir and Naazir Lewis, there's not really that much of an update, but it looked like that's just weird. They left the airport to go less than 9 minutes from their home, like they were about to go back home. And then something happened as they walk out. Because how much time can you realistically spend at a corner store, like at the gas station store? You're just going to sit there. They were drinking water, eating chips. I guess they knew the area if they lived there for a long time, but then what? Did they get back in the car and then somebody got in behind them and said, y'all better drive. I want to go to this mountain. Drive me where I want to go if I shoot y'all. And they were so scared that they just went up there. Like, what happened? I'm sure there's other traffic cams, ATM cams. Just like if these kids was to do something and shoot somebody else, we would be sitting there looking at all the cameras and tagging their phone and tag their phone, see what tower they cell phone pinged off of, and then look if there was another cell phone that pinged off that tower at the same exact time or in that same vicinity that they was. See when they got to the top of the mountain, was there a phone that pinged off a different mountain? Maybe the GBI, I guess it's Georgia's the FBI, right? Georgia's Bureau of Investigation. Maybe they know stuff. They just don't want to come out and say it until they got more proof. FBI could sit there for 2 years and investigate something. Then they come and get them. Bow, we got you. We know everything about you now. We want to make sure that we get everything, all our ducks in a row. So maybe they're doing that and they can't tell the family or keep them informed. They're just saying, we got it. We're going to do this. We got you. We looking into this. But they can't really give much information. That's the best case scenario because somebody know what happened to these boys. Or is it just as simple as they drove up there, they just wanted to, one of the brothers say, hey, let's drive to the mountains. We ain't got nothing to do. We supposed to be going this weekend anyway. I don't want to go home. Let's just go to the mountain or something, walk up the hill. Like, they wasn't even hikers. So I guess the other one was like, cool, I'll walk with you. And then they got up there, and then the other one shot the other one. I don't know. That's a little crazy, but maybe just because it's crazy don't mean it didn't happen. Let me know what y'all think, cave dwellers, on this one. This is a rough one. RIP to these young boys, these twins, and they aunt twins, so it's like twins running the family, so I know they've had probably a deep connection being twinsies, you know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think, cave dwellers. Y'all think murder, suicide, or something more nefarious happened to these young boys?